Welcome to the Mesonet Weather Report. I'm Wes Lee. Last week brought the state some great rains in the dry parts of the west, along with additional moisture to keep the east mud-bound. This 7-day map from Wednesday morning shows mostly 2 to 3 inches of rain statewide. This included the Panhandle stations and most of those in the southwest. The highest for the week was near 5 inches at Guthrie. All this recent rain has continued to give us overcast skies and therefore cooler than normal daytime temperature. For the month of May, the state was cloudy more days than not. Here we see that we averaged for the entire month 15 to 25% less sunlight than the long-term normal. These clouds blocked the afternoon sun and kept us much cooler than normal for the month of May. The average daily high temperature was 4 to 6 degrees below normal for the entire month. Another thing that these clouds do is keep our evapotranspiration or ET rates down. ET is a combination of soil evaporation and plant transpiration. On June 1, the ET ranged from 0.17 in the Panhandle to less than 1/10 of an inch in the east. We need to see those ET rates go up to get our mature wheat crop to dry down and be ready for the combine. Now here's Gary with a better-looking drought map.
Thanks, Wes, and good morning, everyone. Well, climatological spring is now over. That runs from March 1st through May 31st. And now we look forward to climatological summer, which runs from June 1st through August 31st. Where'd we end up with spring, and what can we look forward to this summer? Let's take a look. Well, the best news we saw from spring and also May is that we had so much rainfall in just the right places that we've almost totally eliminated drought in Oklahoma. We just have 8% of the state covered in drought, and that runs from far southwest Oklahoma up into central Oklahoma. We have a few areas of abnormally dry conditions there in the yellow, but that's really drought on the way out, hopefully, with just a little bit more rainfall. Okay, let's take a look at that spring rainfall. Well, we can see the culprit there in southwest up through central Oklahoma, where they had basically from 5 to 8 inches of rainfall. Still deficits in those regions, but most of the state had pretty good amounts, basically 5 to 6 to 8 inches out in the Panhandle. And we also have some deficits up there in north central Oklahoma, parts of Woods, Alfalfa, Grant counties, that region. So we do need some rainfall in some areas, but for the most part, looking good with surpluses over most of the state. One of the problems we saw with spring was it was so cool at times that it did tend to hamper the recovery of some of that vegetation from that disastrous February freeze. We take a look at the 6 to 10 day and 8 to 14 day outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center. Unfortunately, we do see increased odds of below normal temperatures for the next week and a half or so. So that's not going to help much. So that's the outlook for the first part of June at least. Now, when we get deeper into summer, obviously we're going to have a lot of heat. And with all the rainfall we've had, we're going to have a lot of humidity as well. So that's probably something not to look forward to. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.